It's double gamer time at WagerTalk.com. I'm going to break down the Bucks and the Hawks. I'm going to break down the Suns and the Clippers. Let's start right now. Teddy covers from WagerTalk.com with a big game breakdown. And right now, looking at my odds logic live odds screen, I'm seeing Milwaukee -6. Let's call the total 242 on the road in Atlanta. And let me make this real simple. The Bucks injury report is on center stage tonight. But it's not the usual suspects. We know that Portis is out long term. He's out for a 25-game suspension. But now his replacement is going to miss tonight's game, or expected to miss. Kyle Kuzma, downgraded to doubtful. And that's an impact injury in this bettor's opinion. Let's talk about it. But first, I want to encourage you. If you like this type of analysis, give us a like. Click. Real simple. We appreciate it very much. It makes all the difference. If you want more videos like this each and every day, subscribe to the Wager Talk YouTube channel. Close to 200,000 of you have now subscribed to this channel. If you haven't done so, do it today. You'll get instant alerts every time something comes up. And of course, comment below. We appreciate the comments very, very much. Tell us what you think, and it makes all the difference in the YouTube algorithms. If you like the analysis, if you want more of it, the comments make a big difference. Thank you. So I watched the Bucks and the Hawks live here in Vegas, NBA Cup action at T-Mobile when these two teams played in the semifinals. And the game stayed way under. Over and never had a chance. 110-102 final. Was a back and forth affair. Milwaukee was the better team. The total was 233-ish in that game. They finished with 212. And the Hawks spent the game penetrating the paint. Both Trae Young and Dyson Daniels were able to penetrate and, create opportunities for their teammates. But the fact that Milwaukee had a trio was Brook Lopez, Giannis, and Portis in the low post. And that meant they had a pair of low post defenders in the paint on nearly every possession, despite the penetration. I mean, the Hawks had 34 free throw attempts, and they finished with 102 points, which tells us that the duo that Milwaukee had in the low post for that game made a difference. Tonight, they're not going to have a duo. No Kuzma, no Portis. So Lopez and Antetokounmpo won't be on the floor for 48 minutes together. So the Hawks have already gotten revenge on their home floor before the All-Star break, 115-110. That was another under, by the way. And that was a game in which Atlanta was absolutely getting crushed. They got outscored 47-19 in the second quarter, a 28-point deficit in one quarter. And they came out after halftime and outscored the Bucks by 23. It was a pretty dominant second half. That being said, no Giannis that day for Milwaukee. He's expected to play tonight. And I don't like this spot for Atlanta at all. They're on the second of back-to-backs. They ended a two-game skid last night with an impressive/miracle upset win over Memphis, a game they trailed by 13 points with 9 minutes left, and of course got the steal and the layup if you haven't seen the highlights. It's a good highlight to watch, but the Hawks get the win, get the cover. Now they're on the second of back-to-backs. That concerns me here. And Milwaukee, they played good ball. They've won 6 of their last 7. They beat Dallas on Saturday. They're now in the 4 position in the East. And they've beaten some pretty good teams during this span. Dallas, Denver, Miami, the Clippers, many before the break. Since the All-Star break, Milwaukee's defense, pretty dominant. 7th in the NBA in points per games allowed. 3rd in the NBA in defensive rating. And over the last 5 games, the Bucks holding opponents less than 30% from 3 and less than 44% from the field. They're playing defense. Giannis's quote, "We've had some ups and downs throughout the season, but we're playing good basketball overall. I believe with time, things always improve." So even without Kuzma tonight, and again, Kuzma's an impact injury for the Bucks right now. Despite the Bucks' 6-11 track record as road chalk, 15-8 track record off a win, I do lean Milwaukee here, and I lean under as well. I think the duo are correlated. There's some correlation between Milwaukee and under. Lean Bucks, lean under in NBA action for Tuesday. Before we talk about the late game, the Suns and the Clippers, the pick your poison game, I do want to let you know what's going on right now at WagerTalk.com. Expires tonight at midnight. Get every college basketball play through the end of March Madness, right through the championship game for the handicapper of your choice. Just $199 gets you every play every day in college hoops. Nothing more to buy. No bait and switch. Last year we closed out March on a 25-8 college hoops run, 49-29 for the month, 63% for the clients. So I encourage you, give it a shot. Take advantage. of that $199 offer for the entirety of March Madness, including conference tournaments that start this week. And of course, it's $5 Tuesday at WagerTalk.com. $5 for my best bet in the NBA tonight. It's NBA on TNT, Knicks and Warriors. Check it out. The NBA has been good short-term and long-term. Get my best bet tonight. Only $5 as part of a 3-play card over at WagerTalk.com. Now let's talk about the late game, the Clippers and the Suns. Right now, I'm seeing the Clips minus 2.5. Let's call it 224.5 for the total, looking at my Odds Logic live odds screen. oddslogic.com/Teddy gets you a 7-day free trial with our new odds service. Again, oddslogic.com/Teddy, 7-day free all access. Give it a shot. But I mean, Suns and the Clippers, these are two teams that are both headed in the wrong direction right now. It's been a brutal season for Phoenix. And the loss this past Sunday was good for the clients. My clients and I had Minnesota in that ballgame. But the fact that Phoenix was blown off the floor on their home court, 18-point loss, non-competitive in the fourth quarter. Kevin Durant, after the game, we didn't play up to our standards at all. We embarrassed the fans. We embarrassed ourselves in the way we played. I want us to be better. Well, sure, he wants you to be better. You know, the Suns are 3-11 in their last 14 ball games. And the wins, every one of them against a bottom feeder, who they beat, New Orleans. They have all 3 wins during this 3-11 run have come against lottery bound foes when the Clippers are laying minus 5.5 or higher. In all games not against lottery bound foes, we're talking about Ofer for Phoenix in the month of February. And of course, I was looking for one role that Phoenix has been money making in. I can't find one role. They're 8-14 against the spread as underdogs. They're 3-5 ATS as home dogs. They're 20-31 straight up since that 8-1 start. I know there's urgency for Phoenix. Mike Budenholzer, quote, "We got to go on a run, but it's got to start. There's no doubt that in the standings, the circumstances that we're in, there's an awareness that we've got to do something to change it." Of course, Kevin Durant's quote, "When adversity hits, we start floating a little as a team. That's tough to deal with." And of course, the Suns are coming off a game in which they committed 22 turnovers. They may not have Bradley Beal in the lineup tonight. He is a question mark. Phoenix, not the most attractive choice right now, especially in this point spread range. That being said, this is a game that I expect the Suns to play hard. This is a game that I don't want any part of the Clippers. The Clippers are in trouble too. They've lost 5 of their last 6. They've got injuries everywhere. All right, this is the final of an 8 straight game road trip with the Academy Awards this past weekend, and everything was out of LA. And back-to-back losses versus the Lakers. They don't have Norm Powell, and Norm Powell's a difference maker for this squad. He really is. Ben Simmons is out. Derek Jones Jr. is another guy who Derek Jones Jr. does not affect the point spread when he's missing. But he started 51 games for the Clips at the 3 spot this year. He matters when he's out. And no, obviously, Powell, Jones, or Ben Simmons this evening. They will have Kawhi and Harden, but how much is that duo worth anymore? You know, Ty Lue, after the latest Clippers loss, they did rally in the fourth quarter, tried to make things interesting against the Lakers. Quote, "I liked our fight to come back, didn't give in, being able to play through adversity," which is something the Suns have difficulty doing, being able to play through missed shots. So I give our guys credit for that. It's a long season. It's a hard season. Every night's going to be a tough game, and we understand that. The Norm Powell thing matters to me a lot. We talk about the Clips and who the name players are, Kawhi and Harden. Powell's been their best player this year, period. And I don't think the markets have fully adjusted to his absence. The Clips slump right now has come with Powell hurt. Phoenix has beat him 3 times already this year. And I know Kawhi missed 2 meetings. There was 1 in overtime. None of them have been coming by any kind of margin. But in this game, I ain't laying points. Plain and simple. I'm fading any favorite in this contest. And the Clips, of course, 4-9 against the spread as away favorites this season. This has not been their role. So it's Phoenix or pass for this better. It's LA who's laying points. And I don't trust either of these 2 teams as chalk right now. There's my take. We're looking at the Phoenix side in the Suns-Clippers game. We're looking at the Milwaukee side in the Hawks-Bucks game. Appreciate those likes. Appreciate those follows. Appreciate the comments very, very much. Take advantage of $5 Tuesday at WagerTalk.com. Visit my page, wt.buzz/TC. Thank you so much for watching. Best of luck with all your bets tonight. Have a great day. Cheers.